So welcome back to cryptosmartanalyst. So we're talking about what to expect in in Bitcoin according to what I said last year. I mean, we were as of the last time I made a video, we're in this region, and I was talking about what STIC was indicating, the fact that the liquidity was stepping up, and the need for Bitcoin to possibly return back over the 200 daily moving average, which actually happened. That happened, and we formed this band. We were actually inside this potential bull flag, but it's a potential bull flag. I call it potential because the market, for it to become a bull flag, the market needs to break. The candle actually need to break and hold. We need to break and hold above it. We need to break, retest, and break above. That is when you confirm a bull flag. But as long as we are yet to break above this channel, yeah, it is not yet a bull flag. Okay, so like that's why I'm calling it potential. So it's a potential bull flag, but there's not confirmed yet. So I drew this demand zone and this liquidity zone. So if you follow the last video I made, yeah, you understand what has been happening and the reason why we actually enter into this encroachment, right? So it's it's beautiful, right? When we had the dump here, I said Bitcoin needs to return back above 200 daily moving average. So if you check our last video, so the major thing right now, for us to continue go back into the bull mode, yeah, we need to break this sufficiently and continue uptrend. We need to break this sufficiently and continue uptrend. Else, we reject. If we reject this line, this 60k region, then we are coming down to 50. If you look at the liquidity we currently have around that region right now, you can see sufficiently and continue uptrend. We need to break this sufficiently and continue uptrend. Else, we reject. If we reject this line, this 60k region, then we are coming down to 50k, 48k region. That's my expectation. If you look at the liquidity we currently have around that region right now, you can see before, the liquidity below was more than the liquidity above, but now the liquidity above has increased. You can see the liquidity above has increased. We are now have more liquidity above than we have below. Now it is not. We had with the last video I made. I mean, we were around this region, and I said there's a need for us to break back above the 60k region, else we are coming down. Then a few days after, we broke above it, and you can see we tested the band. So we actually, the Bitcoin actually has been in this band, which is forming a potential bull flag, which if we had broken out, it would have been a major bull flag, but it got rejected. And like I said, if you're using STIC, you'll have gotten the bear signal. You can see we've been short. We actually were able to short Bitcoin from the top, and we actually exited around 52k, but the market got extended to 48k. Excellent. So which is actually amazing thing. And when the market got here and got encroached, I still saw the small liquidity here, which is potentially going to get filled. If you look at it, like currently right now we have liquidity here, but the liquidity is very low, meaning that we have larger liquidity above than we have below at the moment on the daily time frame. You can see the liquidity we have below is very small. This is using STIC. This is STIC version 1. Okay, the STIC version 1. Yeah, you can see the liquidity below is very low compared to the liquidity we have above. Looking at the length of the histogram, so it's very low, horizontal histogram. Yeah, so that's like one of the things you want to look out for, which is one of the things I look at for when. So we've actually taken out the liquidities around this region and expecting the market to break above. So right now, what are we expecting in the market, right, in the market right now? And from, if you check Bitcoin on 1 hour time frame, so one of the things that we did yesterday when it broke, from our elites community, I already pointed out the fact that Bitcoin has indicated a buy entry on 1 hour. So when we got here, we got a buy entry on 1 hour. That was when actually, after we have a bullish engulfing. You can see this buy was invalid because we had a doji, we had a sell, then we had a buy here. Now this buy was invalid because it did not engulf this previous candle, and it did not close above it did not engulf one, and it did not close above the market flip line. So that's one. Secondly, we got another buy here. Now, why did I take the buy and not take this buy? I took this buy, took a partial entry, then later took this buy. Why? Because the previous candle before this candle is a bullish engulfing. It actually engulfed this, you can see.
you can see it engulfed, this candle actually engulfed this candle right now and closed, and the next candle above it was what indicated our bullish buy and bullish sentiment. Now looking at the bullish sentiment, we had the bullish buy the bullish sentiment occurred on a bearish candle. You can see we have, like, if you're using STIC, you understand that whenever you have a white candle is bearish. That's bearish sentiment, bearish from above. Even though it occurred in a white candle, it's already giving us a bullish sentiment. That is, the market is actually potentially going to go upward. Now, why am I taking it? Because the candle before it was a bullish engulfing. You can see this is a bullish engulfing candle that closed above the previous bearish candle. So we took this, and on that we had a formation of what? A upward FVG, which is the fair value gap, and the market retraced back to pick the liquidity, the liquidity void around the fair value gap, and from there we've been going uptrend. You can see we've been going uptrend. So my expectation for Bitcoin right now, if you check the same thing on 4-hour time frame, because like I say, the best thing is to do a top-down approach. So on 4-hour time frame, you see we got a buy, a bullish engulfing buy, and we've been bullish. You can see what's happening right now. We got a first buy, a 4-hour time frame. So, and it's been bullish, and right now, like I said, it's been bullish, but there's a need for Bitcoin to close above this region. You can see this if you're using STIC V1. You see that's where you see the point of confluence around this region. That's the point of confluence, this white line, and the point of confluence is actually occurring around the market flip line as well, which is 21 moving average. So it's occurring around the market flip line, indicating, and look, that is one. And looking at the volume, you can see we have a very huge volume around here. So the market needs to take out this liquidity. We are currently on the 4-hour time frame. We have liquidity below. You can see that right now, but which is below the previous low. The liquidity is actually below, and we need to take out this liquidity. This liquidity at 57k, and potentially break above. If you break above it on 4-hour time frame, that's still bullish for us. But if you reject it, that's a bearish trend. Sincerely, that's a bearish trend, and that will take us towards our 40k region. And that might probably be the end of Bullrun. We can't say. Anyway, so going back on the daily time frame, I'm having a lagging network right now. Okay, so like I said, we have lower liquidity above, and for us to be back fully for us to be fully back in the bull mode, we need to break above this yellow line, this line. That's like, I'm just projecting the 21 daily moving average, which is the market flip line. Okay, so we need to break above it, and right now you can see we're taking out the liquidity. The market is back into this band. You can see the market is back into this band, this regression band, and for it to be back into the regression band it's actually a good sentiment, right? It's a good sign, but not very good, because we need to break above. You can see the confluence point right now. The confluence point is still around 60k, like I said, on the 4-hour time frame. So if I enable STIC version 2, you can see we got even on the daily time frame, we got the buy, which is interesting. So the buy is here to close. It's going to close in the next 3 hours 6 minutes. So now Bitcoin also needs to go back above this green line, which is the bull market, the bear market flip line. Okay, that's like the 200 daily moving average. I already said it. Even if you don't know how to trade or do technical analysis, you must understand what the 200 daily moving average stands for. Whenever the market crosses above the 200 daily moving average, that is indication of bullishness. That is, the market is in bull mode, like in the bull market basically. And if you cross below it, that's an indication of bearishness. That is, market is back in the bear mode. So right now we are currently in the bear mode, and like what happened here in the at the beginning of the month, we need to break above it. We need to break above it and break above the confluence line, which is this white line. You can see this white line. If you're using STIC version 1, you will see it. This POC. We need to break above this line to hold above it right now. So if you break above it and hold above it, that is an indication of potential. And if you're drawing it forward, the confluence line and the midline of the regression, you can see we have the resistance. Let me point them to yellow. We have the middle line of the regression line. We have the confluence line, and we have the market flip line, which is currently blue on STIC is blue. The market flip line is blue on STIC version 2 and is yellow on STIC on STIC version 1. So you can see right now we have 3 resistance just around this region, around this major region right now. So that is an indication of resistance. So we have a major resistance at 60k, 60 to 62k right now. So there's a need for Bitcoin to actually break above that if you want to go back into the bull mode. Okay, if you're going to go back into the bull mode, there's a need for us to actually break above that. Else, we are going down and down and down and down and down. So there's a need for us to break above this region for us to actually continue uptrend. Else, we are going down. I mean, the first target, which is the demand zone, like I mentioned here, is this region, and this will take us to about this will take us, if the market actually come here, to bring us to around the 200-day moving average on weekly time frame, which is expected. So those are my expectation for Bitcoin right now. I don't want this video to be too long, so that's my expectation for Bitcoin. So there's a need for us to break above it. We've gotten a buy signal on 1 hour, on 4 hours, and on daily time frame, indicating that the market should bounce. If the market tests here and reject it, that is, if we get to have something like this, where is it? If we end up having something like this, just forget Bullrun. We need to, they probably want to come and take the liquidity again. They will just forget we are coming down here. So we test to have a rejection, we are coming down. Option 2 is for us to break above it, retest it, and bounce. Then we bounce, we need to break out. We want to break out of this channel. We need to break out of that channel. We need to break out of this channel. If we project the regression line, we need to break out of the regression resistance. If we break out of it, then that basically forms our bullish breakout. Okay, and the weekly time frame right now, we are back into that band. We are actually back into that band. We have liquidity around it, which is possibly going to get filled up. You can see the liquidity. We now have liquidity below than above on weekly time frame anyway, not on daily. I think on daily time frame we also do have, yes, we have more liquidity above right now than below on daily time frame. You can see more liquidity above than below on daily time frame, and on weekly time frame we have more liquidity below than above. So what will happen? The market wants to go and take the upper liquidity before taking the lower liquidity. So those are things you want to look out for. So that's my expectation for Bitcoin, and I actually like the fact that we've taken out the liquidity. We've taken out the entry here. I actually have some entry at 50k, and if you now you see where I said that we need to break above the, this is it. So the world market is entering recession, and we are in the phase 1. That was this was when it was August 3rd. Today is what? Today is 6th. That was on the 3rd. We're in the phase 1. That was when we started having the dump in the stock market. So we said, based on the risk reward we showed, I expect Bitcoin to dump to around 50k. Then the next target could be around 25k. So first entry is like 50k. We've taken the first entry, and the next target is around 120 to 150k. That's my expectation for the bull run. Anyway, not break. I mean, if we actually end up not breaking above this resistance, which is around, you can see on the weekly time frame, we have the market trigger line, we have the market flip line, confluencing at around that same 60k region. So the market potentially wants to take out the liquidity, and if we take it out at 50k and 60k, then projection we are going up. If we break above it and hold above this line, like I said, we'll hold above this, then we are going up. So we have the resistance band around here. So we need to break above this resistance band for us to continue upward. If we don't, if we reject it, so after breaking here, we have first, this is the first resistance, this is the second resistance for us to break. So we'll break that and we'll break here. That's like the 67k. Then we are upward. We are basically back in the bull run. And that basically indicates that this formation, this flag, is a bull flag. So until we break above it, it's not yet a bull flag. So it's a potential bull flag, but it's not yet a bull flag. So we break above it, expect uptrend. But if it doesn't, then we basically reject this major line. You can see we have a lot of confluence around this region. If we reject it, just forget we are coming for 30k or probably 25k region. That's my expectation for Bitcoin. So that's what I'm expecting, and I hope you find value in this video. So feel free to ask questions if you have any question, and if you need access to STIC, you know how to get it. Go to cryptosmartanalyst.com, sign up, and you're going to get 7-day free access to try it out, and you can also keep subscribing to use it further. So that's how to use crypto. That's basically what I'm expecting from Bitcoin for the next few weeks and months. And if anything changes, I'm going to update you, and Thank you. See you next time, and don't forget to trade smartly.